Welcome to Bedtime Myths and Mysteries, the place where shadows stretch beneath the silver moon and legends stir like ancient embers in the night air. Tonight, we venture into the mist-wrapped landscapes of Britain, where the earth remembers whispered secrets and the sea breathes its own haunting tales. We travel from the velvet green hills of Wales, home to a woman born of flowers and magic, Blodeuwedd, the flower-faced enchantress, to the wild coasts of Scotland and Ireland, where Selkies shed their seal skins beneath moonlight, caught between two worlds. These living myths tell us about transformation, the delicate and the dangerous dance of changing shape, crossing boundaries, and the price exacted by fate for such crossing. So close your eyes gently, breathe in the night air, and follow me into a world where the ordinary slips away and magic waits patiently, woven in the folds of time, the bloom of betrayal. In the green heart of ancient Wales, where mist clings like a whispered secret to rolling hills, there lived a man who sought the impossible. Mathap Mathonwy, the great wizard king, whose power was woven into the very soil beneath his feet, desired a bride not born of woman, but crafted from the earth itself. With hands shaped by sorcery, he gathered broom blossoms, bright yellow flames of spring, delicate oak blossoms with their sturdy grace, and the soft sweetness of meadowsweet. From these, he breathed life into a woman, Blodeuwedd. The flower-faced. She bloomed with the fragile beauty of dawn, her skin a petaled tapestry of golden hues and wildflowers, her eyes shimmering with the dew of morning. But to Math, she was no mere woman. She was a spell, a promise, a living creation bound by enchantment and fate. Yet, beneath her delicate surface, stirred a wild heart, untamed and restless like the wind that sweeps across the Cambrian peaks. Blodeuwedd's soul was a secret garden, filled with longing for freedom and life beyond the spell that had birthed her. She was wed to Lulor Giffers, the man destined by magic and prophecy to claim her hand. Lu, whose hands were swift and sure, whose heart was strong yet shadowed by fate's cold touch. But Blodeuwedd's heart drifted like petals on a storm. Into this fragile garden crept Grand Pebre, a man of darker nature and secret desire. Together they conspired, weaving betrayal like a thorny vine that choked the roots of Blodeuwedd's flower spell. The story goes that on a fateful day, beneath a sky bruised with clouds, they plotted to strike down Lu. But the magic that had bound Blodeuwedd was no simple spell. It was a web, intricate and unyielding. Liu's death was nearly complete, but the curse that shadowed him would not allow it so easily. He survived, scarred and wounded, but not broken. For her betrayal, Blodeuwedd was cursed by Math to shed her blossom skin forever, to become a creature of the night, an owl, solitary and sorrowful. Her flower face turned to feathers, her human cries replaced by haunting hoots that echo through the valleys of Wales. Her wings beat in the dark, a reminder that beauty born of magic is never free. The bloom that betrays becomes the night's shadow. The symbolism of Blodeuwedd, between nature and fate. Blodeuwedd's tale is steeped in symbolism, a myth that threads through Welsh history and the human heart alike. She is the embodiment of transformation, the fragile boundary between creation and destruction, love and betrayal. Made of flowers, yet destined to fly in darkness, a living spell caught between the world of men and the wild forces of nature. Her curse warns that crossing the line between natural and supernatural, between fate and free will, has consequences, that beauty and magic come with a price. And yet, Blodeuwedd is not simply a figure of tragedy. She is a symbol of resilience, of a spirit enduring despite the loss of freedom and form, haunting the hills as a guardian of the night. Blodeuwedd in 2025. A myth awakens. In the year 2025, whispers float once more through the Welsh valleys. Stories from villagers who speak of a strange owl, larger and more luminous than any known to these lands. They say its eyes burn like coals, its call a low, trembling lament that stirs unease and wonder alike. Could this be Blodeuwedd herself, the flower-faced woman cursed to roam centuries, seeking perhaps redemption or release? Or is it the restless wind, a trick of the night, the myth coming alive to remind us that some stories never truly end? Part 2. Selkies, the Seal, Folk's Song of Longing. From the rolling hills of Wales, our journey winds north to the rugged coasts of Scotland and Ireland, where the land crashes into the restless sea. Here, between rock and wave, dwell the Selkies, creatures of salt and skin, born both of water and flesh. By day they glide beneath the waves as seals, their sleek forms shimmering in the ocean's pulse. But when the moon rises full and round, they shed their seal skins on the shore, stepping into human shape, barefoot on the sand. Their stories are woven into the mist and spray, tales of love, loss, and the eternal pull of two worlds. The Selkies' tale, love between two worlds. One legend tells of a fisherman who, wandering lonely by the sea, found a Selkie maiden bathing beneath the silver glow of moonlight. Her seal skin lay hidden in the dunes, shining with the wetness of the tide. Moved by desire and desperation, the fisherman stole her skin, the key to her freedom, and hid it away. With no way to return to the sea, the Selkie became his wife, gentle and loving, bearing his children, her human heart wrapped in bittersweet longing. But every night, her gaze drifted seaward, and her soul sang the silent song of the ocean's call. When at last she found her hidden seal skin, she slipped away beneath the waves, leaving behind a silence that echoed like the dying tide. The symbolism of the Selkies, the price of crossing. The Selkies embody the delicate tension between belonging and freedom, between love and loss. Their stories warn us that to steal another's nature, to bind the wild to our desires, is to invite sorrow. They remind us that transformation is not only a gift, but a burden, a crossing that comes with sacrifice. The sealskin is more than skin. It is identity, freedom, and the soul's tether to the world from which they came. The Selkies in 2025, echoes by the shore. In coastal villages this year, tales have stirred once more. Fishermen whisper of nights when the sea seems alive with song, a haunting melody carried on the wind. Some swear they have glimpsed figures on the rocks, with eyes like polished stones, watching silently before slipping beneath the waves. Strange silver strands wash ashore, tangled in nets, Are these the Selkies, returning to reclaim what was lost? Or the sea itself, stirring old magic anew? The living thread, transformation, and fate. Blodeuwedd and the Selkies are two faces of a single truth. Myths living still in the soil and surf of Britain. They speak of the fragile balance between worlds, the cost of crossing thresholds between human and other. Their tales warn that transformation carries a price, freedom bought with loss, love shadowed by betrayal, hope tinged with sorrow. In the hush of the night, when the wind is low and the stars flicker like distant fires, their stories come alive, whispered on the breeze, hidden in the rustle of leaves, carried on the sea's eternal song. Thank you for walking this moonlit path with me through Britain's living myths. If tonight you hear the soft hoot of an owl or the distant song of the sea, remember that these stories breathe beneath the surface of our world, waiting patiently for those who listen. Please like, subscribe, and join Bedtime Myths and Mysteries again, where every night holds a new secret, and every legend lives on. Sleep well, and may your dreams carry you gently between worlds.